Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And this is wild. Orange County Register of Voters. This is a group of people that are here to help with the signature verification for the election that just happened. This is wild, guys. They're still counting votes here in California. Okay, hello. Can you believe that? So what they're doing is they're having volunteers come in to verify the signatures. This is unbelievable, guys. It's absolutely unbelievable. So they're explaining the situation. It's ridiculous. People are fuming. People are upset. But think about this. 95% of the votes that were shipped in from out of the country are for Kamala Harris. And they're saying that it's mathematically impossible that you'd have that. Normally you'd have 55-45, things like that. Both sides. For Trump, for Harris, both sides. But right now what you've got is you've got complete, problems with certain areas of voting. They're still counting. There's 3 congressional seats that still have to be determined. 45, 47, and 49. This is ridiculous right now. Guys are still counting Saturday. So, it's unbelievable, guys. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Urson. He's the one that's running this. But to give you guys an idea, they've got areas over here where they've got the waiting area. And then they send you in, and then they let you become an observer to watch the election. You do signature verification. They put it up on the screen, and then you verify the signatures. You sit there. You're allowed to stand there if I get selected to go inside. And if I see anything irregular, like if I see 2 signatures that don't match, I can raise my hand and I can have a card filled out, and then I have to make sure that they're verifying things. You can't dispute the signature, okay? You can dispute how fast somebody does it, if they do it wrong, if they don't pay the proper attention to it. It's wild, guys. It's absolutely wild. So let's go back in here. But these are the latest volunteers that want to be here right now. So, unbelievable, guys. Big crowd, okay?
Voted appropriately for the actual counting results. It's simple. It's easy. And so those are the 2 areas. So the digital ballot duplication, when we're tracking those races, if we track 100 of those races between, say, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, or Garvey and Schiff, we're seeing a very random outcome. That means that no matter which 100 that you track, time of day, day of the week, it's 55-45 for one candidate, 57-43 for another.
They're going to have that capacity. I don't know if the leftover numbers are going to carry over the next day. I got to get clarification of that. So when you go in, you want to get your number, wait on the line against the wall.
Like watching and looking at what's going on. There's going to be people in yellow jackets that are called ambassadors. And so they're going to be monitoring and saying, make sure there's an aisle here to walk through. If you have your cell phone, either turn it on silent or don't take it inside. If you take your cell phone out, trust me, that'll be one of the things that gets you kicked out pretty quick. Generally speaking, we can have a normal conversation level when we're around areas, but when we are around signature verification and the ballot duplication, it has to be a whisper. And so if you want to talk about something or have a conversation, walk 10 or 20 feet away to a more convenient place. I do have paperwork and some clipboards that I can certainly hand out to anybody that would like to see it. And these are the ballot IDs that we're looking at that we think are questionable. And if they're verifying them and marking them as good, then we're documenting those. Now, as I said earlier,
precise and factual. If you need to go bet with your friend, go and bet somewhere. Right?
Yeah, so we
affects your integrity. And you're going to see a line, and those are the next set of 100 people that are in line. You have to get the pass out number that they'll let you back in. So the people who are in there now won't be able to go back in unless there isn't like another 100 people to replace them. So what they do is they're going to break it out in breaks. So there's the lunch break. The next break is from 3 to 3:15. So if you guys, I encourage you to stay because that's not that far away. It's like an hour and a half away. Get in line, and then that way you can get in, an hour makes a difference, you guys, just to get exposed to it. And then they're closed tomorrow. Monday's Veterans Day. They're going to be working from 8 to 5 p.m. Then Tuesday forward, it'll be 8 to 7. Now understand, it might be subject to change. So they're going to use the numbering thing if it's beyond more than...
Okay.
So Amy was one of the observers that was inside, and what are you seeing right now?
Well, we were in the provisional ballot room, which was really interesting because it was first-time voters, you know, that signed up like that day and whatnot. I have 2 people that had 2 different voter ID numbers. You know, I found a guy that he's 102 years old, so I'm questioning that, and I was just double checking like everything. But the poll workers here, you could totally tell that they didn't really want us here, you know,
as an
observing.
observer.
Yeah, but it was very fun.
Yeah.
Glad I did it.
Thank you for your civic
Yes,
duty.
yeah, no, and God bless America.
Yes.
USA. All right. And
So I'm here with Urson, and I have to admit, your knowledge of voting is amazing, and everything you're doing out here, I really want to thank you. But what this is that there is signature verification. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you're observing the process. So some of us get to go inside to actually observe the process.
Correct.
And if we see any irregularities, then we can post that and make them aware. But it's kind of ridiculous because we can't dispute signatures, can we?
Well, you can't dispute signatures directly. That's not part of state law. The public, you have to be a precinct board member or an elections official to do that. What we can do is challenge the process not being followed.
Okay.
But ultimately, if that process or that challenge isn't timely, then the ballot's going to be removed from the envelope, and at that point, there's really no challenge to be made. You can't stop that ballot and so forth.
Wow.
They're going very, very fast. And there's multiple tiers and screens and details that you have to understand and look at and follow.
Now, I know I can't film inside, but the way you described it was there are signatures that are up on screens. There's multiple screens that you can see, and with that, you know, you can. And if there's an issue with different signatures, there's really nothing we can do about that. But we can dispute the speed and the timing, and if you think somebody's doing something too fast.
Yeah, it's actually, you can't even say they're going too fast. You can only say the process is not being followed by the person at station 32, and they're not looking at historical records. They're not taking, they're not being detailed to go through the whole system and the process.
Okay.
Essentially, you're still saying they're going too fast, but if you say I'm challenging a signature, they'll say you're not allowed to challenge a signature. If you say they're going too fast, you can't challenge that. So we have to be very smart about how we challenge it and the way that we present that information.
Your knowledge is amazing, and I want a couple things. Election Day was November 5th. How long can this go on for?
It'll go on for weeks. In California, they'll certify elections 30 days after Election Day, and they can legally process ballots up to, I believe, 2 days before certification. So 28 days of nonstop signature matching, verification, ballot processing, ballot duplications, all of the stuff that's happening here at this facility. It's extraordinary, and we have to police and watch it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, thank you. I really appreciate your hard work, and your organization's fantastic, and I can't wait to talk further with you after this.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for doing your civic duty and showing up.
Thank you. So Lee was just inside. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on as an observer and what you saw?
Yeah, just a lot of people doing signature verification, and they have monitors where we can see video of them doing the signature verifications. You know, some people are going really fast, some of them people are taking their time, and we've been told there's quite a few people in there, of course, you know, quite a few observers, and so they're being sure to say, you know, please keep the aisles clear, you know, please keep moving, you know, 2 people to a screen, you know, only at a time, and there's a lot of people watching in there. So,
do you think it's going good? Do you think it's going smoothly? Do you like the process? Do you not like the process?
As good as can be expected. I don't know that I really like the process. It would be really great if we didn't have to deal with mail-in ballots anymore, but so we'll work on that. But caused a lot of extra steps, you know. So yeah, but
Thank you for your
sucks.
service, though. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
So they're not letting me inside. Let's put it that way. Okay. No cameras, can't film the electoral process. And, but guys, this is preposterous. You know, they had multiple bomb threats yesterday. Orange County and Riverside County that sent everybody home. It's kind of interesting that that happened. And, you know, needless to say, they're not going to let me inside. So I can walk in, but beyond this, I can't film anything beyond this. So they're still counting votes, you know, 5 days later. Isn't that shocking? It's shocking to me. But I appreciate all these people that are volunteering to do this, because I mean, I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it and film it for you guys. So that's that. But a lot of people, there's 100 at a time that they bring in as a group that are, you know, allowed to watch. And after that, that's it. So hope you enjoyed this. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to email me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. I'll see you guys soon. We'll get back to something normal. But I hope you enjoyed this.